Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He's tackled at the...
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 72 yards.
And they've already clinched the playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. They run out of the gun with Swift. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the gun, here's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Watson's pass.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And it's
heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
the tackle.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains.
And a Packer first down.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Watson. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. From the gun, Townsend. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. On 1st down, O'Neal. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run.
Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now one in the first quarter. What do they do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend. That's complete right around the 8th. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
Green Bay.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
To throw on 2nd down. Townsend, the quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Townsend, his pass caught at the 4. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
Loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 4 yards out. And the Bears will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff portion.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, Swift. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try the air now with Watson, and that is incomplete here.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that he was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Harris now to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady game.
On 3rd and 2, Townsend got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Packers 30.
Operating from the gun. Townsend into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Accelerating, and off he goes. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And his kick is right through. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
25-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. And when you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. On 1st and 10, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Running is Swift. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down at the 19.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
To number 15.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that...
That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
At the 23-yard
well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Sheds off the tackle, and he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
From the gun, Townsend to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Bears.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside, Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. The 20! And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So that'll back him up 5. That false start knocks him back behind the 10 now, as they'll try again, 1st and goal. To the air yet again, Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Here is 10. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Here's Harris to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. O'Neal. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Townsend. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw on 3rd down. Townsend. And that is incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. they don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
See how they respond now. Back to the air, Watson on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And he is going to have a Packers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
First down, Green Bay.
Watson on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Packer first down.
Here's Swift. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense.
Touchdown, Packers! From 4 yards out. And the Packers are back within a score. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop.
The touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. As the Bears push further out in front.
Is good.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now it's Swift. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Townsend. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. 3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
26-yard line.
On 1st down, Townsend firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Townsend. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception, and the Bears will extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. From the 6. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards. Shy of the 30.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. He'll get this off to Swift. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Watson. When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th down, Watson over the middle, complete. It's Lamb, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Again, it's Watson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd and 2, Watson, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Packers get a score closer. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And they have secured that spot in the playoffs, clinching the NFC North Division, in fact. So for the moment, they would be hosting a wild card game in round 1.
And I think it is cause for celebration. Let's not get hung up on the fact that only one team now gets a bye in the first round. Win your division, get to the playoffs, celebrate that, and by the way, they are guaranteed a home game. That's a good way to start the playoffs.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Townsend. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards the pickup there.
7 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend, and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From a yard out, and the Bears will add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
1-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards. 1st down, Packers.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Watson's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Faking the give. Now Watson. You got the big. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Ryan looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
At the 36-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Townsend. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And the lead is now 24.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last throw here for Watson. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Come on, dog. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2 by 2 inch ones that you can buy and use.